y'all, welcome to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you what we're using for our second grader for the 2023-2024 school year, and I have a great fun giveaway for you guys, so stay tuned. Okay, so if you are new, welcome to my channel, Pursuing Peace. My name is Dina and I am a homeschooling mama of 5 kiddos and 9 and under. And on this channel, I share my passions for Christ, for homeschooling, and for encouraging mamas in their faith and in this amazing season of motherhood. So if you'd like to join me on this journey, then click the subscribe button down below. And don't forget to click the little bell icon so you get notified whenever new videos pop up. You can also follow us over on Instagram at Dina_Pursuing Peace. All right, you guys. Well, I am excited. This is the time that we're shopping for curriculum and everybody's getting curriculum for the new year. I hope you are having a wonderful summer. I know we are having a crazy but also refreshing summer. It's nice to be able to just kind of relax with the kids and just read with them. We've had swimming lessons and horseback riding lessons and just a whole bunch of stuff, pool parties, all kinds of stuff like that we normally don't get to do. Right now, this week, however, there is a heat wave coming through our area and we are very much hibernating inside because I mean, nobody wants to deal with that kind of heat. It's like up in the hundreds. We live in Arizona, but we live in a place where it's not really, it's not super hot. So this is kind of a big deal for our area. So we're just kind of relaxing and just doing our simple summer unit study from Brighter Day Press. I have a short on that I can link above and you can go check that out to see what we're doing. Okay, so what I have to share with you for my second grade is our handwriting, our language arts, and our math. For all of our different family subjects like science and art and history, I'm going to have on a separate family subjects video because we do all of those together. So I'm going to show you all of those things, and then I'm going to be sharing with you what I am going to give away to one of you guys today. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing that I want to share with you is handwriting. We are using the Good and the Beautiful Handwriting Level 2. And this handwriting is basically like all of the other Good and the Beautiful handwritings. So let me just show you a page. We have started this already because she was just so eager to start her handwriting. So basically, they've got handwriting practice up here. And then every page has a activity that they do. Let me show you another one. So here you've got your handwriting. This is print. The Good and the Beautiful doesn't start cursive until level 3. But this is level 2. So here's print, here's copy work, and then she just copies the arrows down here. Here it says draw a picture with a teepee and a waterfall or a castle, and it just basically gives you a blank page. So their handwriting is wonderful, and it all is basically kind of the same idea where it's got handwriting practice and then a fun activity that they can do that still requires them to build those handwriting muscles and work on, their handwriting skills as they're doing it in kind of just like a fun way. So we really enjoy the Good and the Beautiful handwriting. And how I normally do it is they only have to do 1 page a day. That's all. If they want to do more, they can, but they do not. Here's another example. This is page 87, and it has about 100 pages. So this is towards the end, and here it says to print your phone number and print your full name. So I love that it's not just like copy work or anything like that. Like it's good stuff. I mean, copy work isn't bad, right? That's good. A good way to work on your handwriting, but it's got other things in there also. And then here's some tracing, and then here's some coloring. And I'm sorry about the dinging in the background. That's my husband's phone. He's working from home today, so there's that. Okay, so the next thing that I want to share with you is our language arts. And so we are going to use Level 2 from the Good and the Beautiful. This is their newest level. I believe it's the 4th edition. Okay, it says 1st edition that correlates with the Reading Booster program, which I will show you what that is in just a second. I have a whole video dedicated to just this level, you guys, so I'm going to link it above and link it down below so you can go and check that out. I will kind of flip through it just a little bit for you. It goes through phonics, writing, reading, grammar and punctuation, spelling, literature, geography, and art. So this is a full language arts program. You don't really need anything other than this. We do kind of stuff with classical conversation, so we end up having geography and different things like that outside of this. But if we didn't have that, this would be good. This would be a really good, solid language arts program, and we have loved it from the very beginning. We've used the Good and the Beautiful, and we have really loved it. So I'm just going to kind of flip through here, and you can see it's got full page artwork, and this is real artwork, and then they use the artwork to teach grammar or art. It's really cool. Or geography. They also have independent practice after each lesson, so the child can go through and do this independently. This really helps if you have multiple kids and you are trying to teach multiple kids, because you can have your child do the independent work either after their lesson, and you can go start working with another child, or they can do their independent practice before the lesson too, because it's not practicing what they've just learned from the lesson, it's reviewing what they've previously learned. So it's really great. I love that they do that, because then I can just tell them, okay, I need to work with this person for a little bit longer, start on your independent practice first, and they can do that. So it's really great. They have editing in here. They have dictation, which I've really loved. In almost every lesson they've done this in their newer editions, where they have just the line up here for you, so you don't need an extra piece of paper or anything like that. It's all in the book. Thank you, Jesus. It is all in the book. You don't have to get anything else, and it tells you what sentence to dictate, and it tells you what to work on. So for instance, the sentence is a ball fell in the hole. And then it tells you how the child correct any mistakes. If needed, remind the child to double the letters S, F, L, and Z. That's a spelling rule that they learn. And it just kind of reminds you, it kind of walks you through what you're looking for when you're dictating the sentence to your child. And that has been just so helpful. I really like that. It's so simple, but it works really well. They've got these sections where you're gonna use your letter tiles app. And I show all of that to you in the other video, and so it's a free app that you can go and download. They also use the homeschooling app from the Good and the Beautiful, where they show videos and they read audiobooks pertaining to whatever lesson you're going through, and those videos are just so helpful. I really do enjoy those videos and watching them with the children, because they explain hard concepts in a way that's really easy and fun for the kids. So I really do like that. There's a creative writing. They start with creative writing in here, and it's just kind of an easy way to write. If your child loves to write, then they are going to love it. I do have one child that he doesn't really care for writing. And so we're kind of waiting on the writing a little bit with him, and I'll talk about that more in my 4th grade curriculum picks video that's coming up soon. So when you order the language arts program, you get this whole course book. It has 120 lessons in here, and it goes for the whole year. And you also get the Booster Books C cards. Now these you work with your child every day for 5 to 10 minutes. I only do 5 minutes for 2nd grade, but I believe it says in there for 8 to 12 minutes. So it just depends on you, and it depends on your child and how much the practice your child needs. Whenever your child goes through and masters a page, then they get to get a sticker and stick it right here on the bottom, showing that they've mastered it, and all the stickers are back here already, and they kind of correlate with the books, with the theme of the book and all of that. And then every so often there is a review, and they go back and they review like the last 6 pages that they've done, which I really love because we only do maybe 2 or 3 pages at a time. And so I love that it goes through and it has you review them. And then after they complete the review, then they get kind of a little fun activity, and it's usually like a maze, and my kids love mazes, and so they're always really motivated to get to that review so they can do their maze. So it's really it's a really fun little thing for them. But what also comes in the course for language arts is you get these readers. You get Wesley and the Wolves, which is the very first one you go through, and we've already been through that one with my current 2nd grader. And then Molly and the Falcon. And the way that these work, in here in the booster cards, it will tell you when to read which chapter, and it correlates with the phonics principle that it's trying to teach within those cards. But what I love about this one, you guys, is so there's a section for the student to read. And then there's a section for you to read aloud. So it's really cool because they get their phonics workout in, but it's still a really good story because you are also reading, so you can read all the harder words and all the stuff like that, but they can still work on reading aloud to you. But it's so cool. We've loved these books. My boy, who just went through 2nd grade, has really been enjoying both of these books. And again, they're really good stories, and they have you just reading 1 chapter kind of at a time over time. So it's really neat. I really do like these. Again, I give you a deeper kind of flip through of these in my other video if you want to check those out. Another thing that I actually didn't have when I did the my previous video is my 3rd nature reader. So this is a reader. This is just extra. You don't need it. It's definitely optional. We didn't have it when I went through this with my previous 2nd grader. So it's definitely optional, but it looks so cool, you guys. It's just an extra little reader that you can have on hand, and it's about nature, and it's right at the level of your child. And so at the end of each lesson in The Good and the Beautiful, it tells you to do 20 minutes of reading time. We don't do it right then and there, we do it later on in the day, but like this would be perfect to just pull out and say, okay, do your 20 minutes of reading, and here you go, here's the book that you can read, knowing that he's able to read that book. Now this won't probably last you the entire year doing that if they're going to be reading for 20 minutes, but that's okay, because one of the benefits is that they can go and they can pick what they want to read. So a lot of times my boy, we subscribe to the subscription box Crunch Labs by Mark Rober, and a lot of times his reading, he wants to read like the little booklet, the instructional booklet that comes in there. And that's completely okay. He's reading, he's engaged. I'm fine. I just want him to be reading something. And I mean, it's not trash, you know, he's not reading something bad. It is still good and it's quality, and he's learning, and he's got there's all kinds of like engineering little fun tidbits and facts in there too. So it's like, that's great, that's wonderful. So they don't need to read like something like this, but this is definitely helpful if you don't know what to give them to read during those 20 minutes. Now what we're gonna use for math is Level 2 from The Good and the Beautiful. And some of you might be thinking, wait a minute, I thought Level 2 didn't work for you guys. Well, it didn't work for my boy. He just came through 2nd grade. It wasn't really working for him, so we decided to do something else. But from what I can tell, The Good and the Beautiful math has worked for all of my other children. We are about to start level K with my upcoming kindergartner. So we do love that curriculum. I do love this curriculum so much, and it has been working. And so I don't really ever adjust anything until it's doesn't work anymore. You know, don't fix something if it ain't broke, right? So I don't really adjust anything until it's not working, and this seems to be working. So I'm looking forward to this. I am looking forward to it because we did have fun going through this with my very first child, I have a video going through this and showing you what a lesson looks like and all of that with my oldest child. So we went through it 2 years ago and it was wonderful and we absolutely loved it. I'm just going to flip through it real quick because again, I have dedicated so much and I don't want to recreate the wheel. So I am just going to kind of flip through it, show you. It is just gorgeous, isn't it? It's just gorgeous. And what I love about the Good and the Beautiful is that everything is right here. It's all right here. One book. You don't need an extra notebook. You don't need anything else. It's very easy to follow, very easy to read. And once your child gets is able to read, they can pretty much almost do this on their own. A lot of this my oldest was starting to do on her own, and now that she is almost finished with level 2, she's definitely doing a few lessons on her own. She still needs help with some of the things, but she does do it on her own. So I love that it's all in one. So when you buy the Good and the Beautiful level 2 math, you get the course book that has, I believe it's 120 lessons. I believe all of their course books are now 120 lessons. They used to be different lessons, but now they're all 120 lessons. So this is 120 lessons. I did opt to get the math 2 answer key because sometimes it's just easier, you guys. It's just easier. I'll show you. So it's got 4 pages in one spread. It's just easier to open it up to the math key. And for the most part, you're gonna know what the answers are. You're gonna be able to check your child's work. But every once in a while, there's something in there that I'm not really sure if I know what that is. So it's good to have this answer key in here. So we got that. You can also, I believe, download it, so you don't need to get it printed. If you don't want to, you can just have it on your phone. But I try to stay away from my phone as much as possible during school time because I get distracted. If I grab my phone, then I will get distracted and end up losing the attention of my child. So I love it more if it's just not on my phone. So anyway, so I got that. Another thing that comes with the course is this math activity box. And I love it. It's just so simple and easy. It has this clock that you will use a lot in level 2. And then it's got money, so you've got bills. It's got, the denominations are 1, 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s. So you've got that. You've got these little kind of dice. I don't know. They're not dice. They're little, what do they call them? They call them something they're not cubes. I can't remember. I can't remember what they're called, but they've got stars on one side and numbers on the other side, and they use them for a whole bunch of different activities. One of the activities is a logic game that they do throughout the course book, and we really love those. Those are so much fun. I love doing those. And then it comes with some change, and I really do like this change. It's plastic. Let's see if you can see it, but it looks like the actual, I can't do this one-handed. It looks like the actual coin. And it's the size of the coin. So it looks like it, but it's plastic, so you're not gonna get that kind of money smell on you, which is nice. I really do like that. It's got a die, and they use this to teach fractions. This is just so much fun, guys. Let me see if I can show you this. Okay, I had so much trouble with fractions growing up. I couldn't grasp them, but now, seeing the way the Good and the Beautiful teaches it, I'm like, oh, that's super simple. And my kids are like, yeah, Mom, how come you never got fractions? So anyway, it has got more dice here, and those 2 dice together, you play a game and you kind of compare. That was upside down. And I'm showing you, oh, sorry, that was upside down. This die is tricking me. And then the game is you compare it. So you roll them both at the same time, and if you land on, the half, the 1/2, and you land on this one, then you win that round and you get a check mark or whatever. And they play that game every once in a while during the warm-up time, and it's a lot of fun. And it's easy, and it's simple, and it's quick, which I really do appreciate. Another thing they have in here are all of these little kind of planes. I'll show them to you. So here's a rocket ship, and this is it's not plastic, it's like metal. It's really cool. Here's a helicopter. So cute. And they use this for so much. Guys, this is just so, it's such a creative program. They use only these things. They use it for so many different things, so many different activities and games. And it's just, I'm always really surprised by how much they use these items, but it's just like almost nothing, you know, and it's all right there, ready to go. You don't need anything else. You don't have to plan it. It is all just laid out for you. It's definitely an open and go curriculum. Oh, and that is so good, especially if you, especially if you have multiple kids that you're teaching. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing to have, and it's easy, and the kids really love it. I'll ask this one. Do you like your math book?
Yeah.
So right now she is she's in first grade. She is actually my upcoming second grader. So this is who I'm using this stuff for. And she's excited. Are you excited to do second grade? Yeah, good. Okay, you guys, it is time for the giveaway. So I am giving away a Level 2 language arts course, and not just the course book, but also the readers and the Reading Booster C cards. So everything that you need for your second grader for language arts, I am giving it away. And thank you to The Good and the Beautiful for sponsoring this video. And a lot of you know we moved last year around the same time. We moved from South Carolina to Arizona, and in that move is when this new level was coming out, and they sent it to my old address, and that was completely my fault. But then they also sent me another one to the new address, but then the people who lived in our old house saw that they had something that belonged to us, so they actually sent it to us too. So I ended up with 2 copies of The Good and the Beautiful, and honestly, I had completely forgotten about it until I was cleaning out our closet, our homeschool closet for this year, and I realized, oh my goodness, I have this whole course set right here, and it's brand new. It is still in the packaging. Like the one I just showed you is ours. The one that you would be getting is in the package still. It's all still wrapped up. So it's brand new. So the way that you enter this giveaway is like this video and definitely subscribe. And then leave a comment below and tell me what your favorite Good and the Beautiful product is. It could be anything. It could be the language arts, the math, the nature notebook, the science, anything. But let me know what your favorite Good and the Beautiful product is. Then in about a week, come back. I will post the winner on my Instagram, and I will post it in our community, in my community tab here on YouTube. So make sure to comment below and enter this giveaway. All right, guys, well, that's what we have for our second grader for this upcoming homeschool year. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell icon so you get notified whenever new videos pop up. You can also follow us over on Instagram at Dina_pursuing_peace. All right, you guys, well, I hope you're having a blessed day, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye. Our curriculum picks for the 2020 for our second grader for the homeschool year. But what I have to show you today is our curriculum picks for our second grader. Oh my goodness. He knows very well I'm not talking to him. Okay, so what I'm going to show you this. Oh wait, what am I saying? No. I thought you were Dada. It goes through phonics, writing, phonics. Oh my goodness. It's worse than the kids. They start with okay, so now what do okay. And then in about a week, come back and check. Oh gosh, that's not right. I didn't do that right. Okay. I try to stay away from my phone as much as I possibly can during school time. Stop, it is true. You're so bad, I don't know. Go back to Word. Yeah, right.